got a Wraith King, a Slardar, and a Lone Druid. And Reflection is just gonna be so effective against those heroes in team fights.
Yeah,
Especially
like
for your OD who can just sit back while they're slowed for an eternity and just beat away at them, stealing. I feel like, yeah, this OD is gonna be really happy in this game. I think the OD and
yeah,
the
I think
Terrorblade.
I think if the Terrorblade goes Scardy, then Fusel Blade, then he can just literally kite the Wraith King till the cows come home. Like he's gonna have no problems against that Wraith King. And also, Terrorblade is actually quite decent against the bear because if Terrorblade gets low, he just literally saps the bear, kills the bear instantly, and then they have nothing really. So I don't know really who has the stronger draft. I can see weaknesses and strengths both. If CTR can get their laning stage off well and they can snowball, I think they'll literally trash the enemy team because I can see the Skywrath just being a non-factor. But
Mm-hmm.
if it goes late, then again, I don't know about late. It could
Because you're
potentially go
still
either
got like
way.
a Terrorblade and on one
Yeah,
side, and then a Lone Druid on the other. So it's really
and
hard to kind of say for sure how it's going to go. But I think if I'm looking at, I think it's going to come down. I think a lot of this game is going to come down to the mid matchup. Because if Silencer gets off to a really, really good start and OD has a really weak start, I mean, Silencer is going to be stealing int the whole time. So he's going to be hitting really hard. But if the Silencer has a bad start, and this is where I think Vendetta should just camp their Skywrath in the mid, just be a huge pain to the Silencer.
yeah,
Because then you know, because Silencer, he plays from behind decently, and definitely plays from behind a lot better than an OD. I think OD needs to have a decent start. But oh god, is this jungle Lone Druid? No, it is just offlane Lone Druid. So
yeah. I'm thinking now, and I think if they would have, I mean, they picked the Silencer third pick, did they not? So,
mm-hmm.
oh wait, no, I think they picked the Lone Druid and they picked the Silencer
Silencer was
fourth
fourth,
pick.
yes.
Because I really really like Nyx here. I think you go Nyx instead of the Skywrath. Like
I
Nyx is
agree. Nyx would have
unless
been.
yeah, unless they pick the Darkseer like before it before the Skywrath, like this Nyx would have been super effective this game, but I think they can deal with the yeah, I think they can deal with it. It'll be fine. But there's it looks like did they get both runes? Darkseid and
Uh,
Wraith King. Oh no, it was
no,
shared.
it's yeah, but neither mid got it,
Oh
so it's
wait,
essentially
oh
gonna
Witch Doctor
be.
might die here. If he continues to
Oh
run.
man, the orb of venom on the bear.
Is he
That got
south?
canceled
Oh
instantly. It. Are they gonna,
that's
or doesn't look, now Cask is ready, so the Witch Doctor might be able to walk away from this, and Darkseer is in no real danger.
I mean that's pretty worth like
Oh yeah,
now
I
the Witch Doctor has no salve. He has to go back to base, you know.
Curious usage of the Ion Shell on the Lone Druid. I wonder. I mean, I don't think he should have like tried to man fight the Lone Druid, but
Well, they're gonna aggro try with a Slardar and a Bane and
so
a Wraith King.
is it a support Wraith King? But he has. I don't think so.
No, he's farming, so it's a support Slardar.
So this is going to be really. It's so important that the Terrorblade needs to die like right now. If he doesn't die, this is all for nothing. But he's dead. Okay, yeah. And this is the weakness of like a Skywrath.
Yeah, he's just gonna spam, but like
And that's
you
why
know,
I think they should just camp it in the mid lane.
he's a 500 health support with no armor. Like he's gonna get destroyed. But OD went on by a silencer, but seemed to have got away. I don't know who wins the matchup here. I mean,
I
the
think they're
Arcane
gonna
Orb's
go
gonna do a
with.
decent amount of damage.
I think this is why I think you just sit the Skywrath in mid. The Terrorblade, it's gonna suck. Like it's gonna be really hard for this Terrorblade. But the Vendetta support duo just isn't gonna be able to protect him. And actually, speaking of the teams, oh, this bear might die. Oh, that's a huge chunk of gold to Witch Doctor.
I mean, do they not just with the early aggression? Like, do they not just like take the Witch Doctor top? Like, Witch Doctor is really good versus aggro tries. Like, he can
Yeah.
punish aggression like very very hard. And at the moment, all okay. I don't know why the Darkseer is constantly ion shelling him, but maybe because it's dying super fast. But he's not going to get any farm out of that really. Oh, now he's starting to do it to the creeps.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, it looks like Skywrath's been going on.
And at the
And also
same
Wraith
time,
King.
the bear is going to be in trouble. The bear actually went down again. That's 80 seconds with no bear for Scylla. That's really rough. And I think right now, did Witch Doctor kill the bear again? Because that's...
And Wraith King just died, and that's 2 kills I think towards. Oh no, 1 kill towards the Terrorblade and 1 kill towards Skyralph. That's they're actually
And
punishing this. I thought they were going to lose, but they've
I
actually
think
punishing it.
what's going to happen is the supports on Blake and Kyle are going to get so underleveled. Like, Slardar's still
Yeah.
level 1. He has an Iron Talon, so he can retreat in the jungle, and this is just, Terrorblade with Metamorphosis. They're going in on him, and he might die, but there's no mana for Nightmares. Slardar doesn't have Sprint yet, and now Bane might be in trouble, but no, actually, it's going to be Terrorblade that goes down in the end. Reflection in 3 seconds. There isn't quite enough mana for the Wraith King, but he is going to be able to get it, but he's not going to tank that much damage, so he will survive. This is a very interesting tri-lane, and again, I agree. I think Witch Doctor should go top. Darkseer will not have any real issues against the Lone Druid.
And I think Darkseer needs levels as well,
Yes.
like really bad, because like my offlaner, Xeezy doesn't doesn't use his ult to a level 10 because
Right.
because you don't really want to fight before then. You want to get your mech and your blink, but yeah, he needs these levels. So I would just say Witch Doctor go top. Punish this lane of Slardar, Wraith King, and Bane. Like,
Right. They could easily
I-
punish this. And I actually want to ask you something, speaking of the Witch Doctor. What do you think about his skill build? And I see this a lot in the AD2L. They just forgo Voodoo Restoration, but I really feel like that's such a strong... Like, it's such a strong heal. I don't think people realize how good that heal actually is.
I mean, in this lane, like they're
Yeah.
doing pretty well against the bear. So I
Right.
don't think at the moment Voodoo Restoration is really needed because Maledict, like if he maxes that out or gets quite a lot of points into it, he can. I mean, like Lone Druid himself is only like a 600 health hero. He could potentially kill it, but yeah, Voodoo Restoration I don't think you need to get because it's not vital at the moment. You don't really need it, but yeah, it is a very strong hero, and I think later when you're going for the pushes, it's kind of like Jugs. Skyra's going on up top. Can he get away? Very
He
high
might
movement
be able
speed.
to get away. There's no Brain Sap. Yeah, the
They might.
Bane might try to chase. I mean, the
Oh,
Skywrath...
it's going for it.
Skywrath, if he gets
I
spotted
think he's
for
gonna
like
get
a
it if he.
second, yeah, if Skywrath gets spotted for a second, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. That was a really yeah, now the Witch Doctor's up here, and I think that's gonna be huge because he's level 4.
Oh, Bane! Oh no, he's blocked in. Oh, Bane's got away. Can he actually get out? Oh no, Terrorblade's coming in.
Yeah, Terrorblade's
No.
there with Metamorphosis, so... And now Reflection, so Bane is going to die. So it ended up being another support for support trade, and we've seen a lot of that. And now finally the Darkseer's just going to get levels. Although, because this lane is pushed, the Lone Druid is level 6 now.
I mean, they might try and go and silence him mid. The Skyrath's come in. Oh no, he's got a
He's
haste
got
ring. He
haste,
should
S4
be.
rune. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
think just camp that. I think Skyrath should just stay there and now have Witch Doctor be top with Terrorblade. Because once Witch Doctor hits 6, it's going to be so dangerous for Blake and Kyle to even attempt kills on them.
I mean, I think they should have. I think they should have gone support silencer this game. I think they should have just put the Lone Druid mid, and then just go Wraith King safe lane, and then Slardar off lane. Because then, like, okay, at the moment, like they're kind of pressuring the Terrorblade, and like it's kind of working because he's lower. He's lower
man,
than
this
the Wraith King.
malediction
Oh
damage
god.
is crazy global, but are they actually going to be able to get anything off that global? A purely defensive global, but now a rotation from Silencer coming up, but he has no mana. So, forced out the global. I think Vendetta are really happy with that. They get the Bane. Witch Doctor is inches from level 6 now.
Yeah, that's going to be big. An early level 6 on a Witch Doctor. I mean, if they need to keep him up top, because even if I think now if CTR step out of line, the Witch Doctor will just instantly punish it. Like that like a cast into Death Ward, and especially with the Terrorblades slow, it's going to be devastating.
It's going to be so hard to escape that Death Ward, and I mean, these heroes aren't terribly tanky. Wraith King only 3 armor. Slardar does have 10 armor, so the Slardar will be able to eat up a good bit, but the Bane has 5 armor, so these heroes are not really beefy, and Now Skyroth's going to sit up there, and I think really Vendetta should be ones now trying to get aggressive up here, punish this really greedy tri-lane, but Terrorblade just standing there. And
Is he not? He's not got 6. He if he has a stun, he may.
there's no
If
mana on
he
the Wraith
no, he's
King.
not gonna have enough for wand. Oh, he's diving though.
Terrorblade
Use.
in trouble. Crush now.
I think.
Ooh,
Oh, he's gonna
no,
get
he
it. Well
got
played.
That was really well played. Very. Oh, I bet he gets brain sapped in the back line. That must be disappointing.
Played that really well. He kited the Wraith King, and that's what I fear is going to be a massive problem for this game. Like they have Slardar and Bane to really. Oh, okay. I think this is a dead Scaraf. Oh no! Oh, he hit him rather than. Oh, okay, it's good. But yeah, I think like I can't remember what I was going to say actually.
Witch Doctor went back bot. He is level 6 now. Trying to farm up that bear again. Honestly, the King Kared, the guy on the Lundred, needs to just resummon his bear. It's
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
well,
sending
he
it back
can
to
run it
me.
back. Yeah, that's fine. It just takes so long to heal.
I mean, they're not punishing him at the moment, so he can't just farm with.
Gets off a good Sunder, but there's still 3 heroes on him at top. Wraith King does not have his ult, has a stun ready. Bane getting low, but Slardar also has no mana for Crush. Reflection now. Slardar could be.
He has Seal soon, so he might. Oh no, the slows up him. Yeah, there's
If
no
they
way.
get vision on this Bane for concussive shot, Bane will die. And they should find it just right about now. But there's brain sap. It's
Come
not
on.
be enough. He gets
Oh.
silenced, and that's probably a dead Bane.
Yeah.
His wand.
Oh no!
14 health. Vendetta just always getting like so close to finding these kills, but never quite able to do it. So
He's under leveled. That's why I think.
didn't pull this up. So on the CS, Lone Druid sitting at 31, tied with Darkseer. OD is winning CS a little bit, and I think they're tied for levels, although Silencer is about half a level ahead of the Outworld.
I mean, yeah, I think the OD has done pretty well against the Silencer. Silencer is a very annoying hero to play against as an int hero, so he's done well to dodge and get his farm still. I mean, there hasn't been that many rotations mid, so OD has kind of gotten away with it. I think if they had a more rotate, I mean, like the Tusk, if they could have got it, the OD could have been gankable, but at the moment they just really have nothing to gank with. It looks like the Scarif's going to actually come behind. The Silencer's pretty forward, but the OD is having to orb himself,
man,
and
just barely. He's at 35 health. He could. Alright, he's just gonna walk away from that, but and now Skyroth could be in trouble or might find a no. He doesn't have the mana or the damage, and now sprint.
oh, regen rune.
Oh god,
Oh,
the regen rune, but he should
how
still
lucky.
pop here. Yeah, it's really. It's a lot of burst, and I mean. Blake and Kyle's draft has a lot of damage. They do. They have a lot of burst, like, and a lot of control. The issue is going to be getting into these fights and not just getting kited by the Terrorblade and the OD and...
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I fear. I mean, they have the Slardar, they have the Bane, they have the Lone Druid to like try and keep some of them in place. And I think if the Silencer goes, no, he's gonna. It looks like he's going mech. Yeah, I think if he would have gone Road of Atos, that would have been a lot better for this draft. I mean, it just slows and it allows the Wraith King not to be kited, but
I think
I don't know.
The OD should get her out of Atos after his Force Staff. It'll give him some tank and then probably BKB. But
yeah, and also int as well.
It gives him and the active is just going to be so strong this game. And yeah, Bane is not going to be long for this world. So.
Bane is a very dead cookie.
But at the same time, they do lose their top tower. Just to creeps, I think. Vendetta lose their top tower, that is. So, not awful, and at the same time, like, this Lone Druid is so happy. Level 8,
Yeah,
9.
he's had free farm, really.
I'm surprised he didn't get at least a value point in the Roar. That spell is very, very good. But
Oh, he hasn't got a point in the Raw? And
he has to next level, I hope.
That's quite brave of him. I mean, you normally get it versus if you're going like 1v2 or like even 1v1, it's really good. And I think if actually he got it an early level, the bear would have been maybe would have survived. But I guess he doesn't value it that he didn't need it. He wasn't that scared. I mean, top tower is going to go on the Radiant, but I think the okay. So Darkseer is going to get the mech for the Dire, and Silencer looks like he's going to get the mech for the Radiant, and it looks like he's going to get it as well. It's very close.
Yeah, I
It's
think
recipe.
I actually am surprised to see him get that, but I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, Witch Doctor trying to get the haste room before he gets stunned, but too late, and that's going to be a dead Witch Doctor. So they did dedicate the global to it, though. Although again, the silencer just—it's one of
It's
those.
int, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing about a lot of these heroes is, I mean, Blake and Kyle's draft is they just want to get off to a good start, and I mean, popping global at 12 minutes for it to guarantee a solo kill is fine.
Yeah.
It's
They're not gonna be
later in the
pushing.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna be put like. I mean, if you use that like 15 minutes, then I would question it. Like for a solo kill. Actually, maybe like to go uphill if he had no buyback. It looks like OD's gonna die mid as well. Actually, that's pretty bad for him. He looks like he's gonna go the road of Ratos. He's got the staff of wizardry. Oh no, he's gonna go
He has
four
the right
staff.
vision, he's getting the 4-step, and I
Yeah.
actually like that because
Yeah.
it helps him be better positioned, and it's already going to be really hard for Blake and Kyle unless Wraith King goes blink, and it looks like he's going to get a blink as his first item, which I like. And then at the same time, I think Lone Druid claimed that bot tower, and I mean, leaving that bear alone to hit these towers is scary.
Yeah,
he does a lot of damage, but they're all
He's going to be picking up his hand of Midas soon as well. He's already got the gloves of haste, and he's already got 1,500 gold in his bank. So I think he's going to get the Midas. I mean, they're going right behind him now.
He has no TP, and
maybe-
with the bear is probably going to get him doomed if
Throw?
the cast bounces. And now he's in trouble.
Oh no!
But at the same time, is there going to be the follow up? The Slardar's getting there to try to help.
You know,
Witch Doctor ult, but no. Fiend's Grip, but good.
Oh,
Death Ward. That's a
it.
really well positioned Death Ward. It's going to be really hard for.
There is no stun as well.
Wraith King
He has
doesn't have
no
the mana
mana.
for his ult. So that's going to be Wraith King going down too, and a double kill for Dry Water, and now the OD just chunking away at these enemy heroes.
I mean, Witch Doctor just showed his worth there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. That's why that hero is just so heavily valued in the AD2L. I mean, he can easily turn the tide of these fights, and I think if Silencer had been there with the mechanism, CTR would have won that fight. Just
I think as well, like, we didn't take into account that the Silencer didn't have ult because he used it, so he couldn't cancel the Witch Doctors. So it actually did cost them in the end. It cost him 3 heroes for him. I mean, obviously he can know that in hindsight, but
right.
yeah,
It's
it's
going a Maelstrom because he has a hammer.
he does have a he does have a
I think
myth.
he's going Maelstrom.
Maybe he may go BKB just to stop the OD, but yeah, he probably is going to go Maelstrom.
I think the later
mean-
this game goes. The
Oh
more-
yeah, he's got gloves of haste. Yeah, he's got gloves of haste as well. I mean, it's looking pretty good for Vendetta at the moment. They're getting. I mean, the OD's the most farmed. Yeah.
The only thing is the Terrorblade has had a really hard time. The Force Staff getting him. See, that's the value of the Force Staff, but is it going to be enough? Yeah, the crush range is very long, and another good global to cancel. Mech from both teams, I think, just got popped, and Vendetta, AD2L going to go down, but at what cost? The Terrorblade still very healthy. Wraith King now has enough mana for his ult this time, unless he wants to throw out a stun, which I think he's just going to let himself kind of fall and die. And actually, a Glimmer Cape already finished for this Witch Doctor, but Terrorblade all by himself, and Metamorphosis still at like half duration. He has Sunder.
OD buyback.
No, and this is going to be more kills, but gets nightmared up. They should be able to get the Bane,
Witch
but I
Doctor
think
use it?
Silence are going to be able to fly off. Yeah, so they get the Bane, but
That is an OD buyback.
yeah, I
Uh,
think that favors Blake and Kyle a lot because of the OD buyback, and the Terrorblade. So Silencer lived, but let's see who all died. OD died and bought back. So yeah, that definitely favors CTR, Blake and Kyle, however they want to be called. But very, it's starting to look rough for Vendetta now. I mean, the Terrorblade feels really behind way more than he should. Okay,
Yeah,
so-
he's second from bottom on net worth.
Yeah,
That's
this Terrorblade is not in a good place. Go to OD ult though. And no mana on the Wraith King for his ult, so he could just die. So far going good, but Terrorblade being chased out of the fight by the bear. The Witch Doctor ward not quite in position, but honestly...
Bane can't.
the
Yeah, Bane can't. You
Bane-
kill him.
Yeah, Bane is going to pop to just the Ion Shell, but Silencer might find a return kill, and that's worth so much on him, except actually he's going to get beat up by the OD again, and a triple kill for him. So suddenly a tower and a triple kill for the OD, but Lone Druid did get Skywrath Mage, and that...
This game is very back and forth.
Yeah, it's extremely close. The gold graph is completely even right now. Unless
Yeah,
it
this
hasn't
game is.
updated yet.
I mean,
but
I mean, I said before, I was like, oh, Vendetta look good here. Then we were like, oh, actually, maybe not. And then now it is, yeah, they've come out. They'll just do a 4-man wipe. It's yeah, I think like I think if they had like something else than the Skyruff, I think they would be doing a lot more though. Like the Skyruff, is getting a very hard lockdown, and maybe actually the Slardar shouldn't be actually using his crushes and stuff for the Skyruff. And oh, it looks like they're gonna get another kill mid. This game is a bloodfest.
Yeah, and it's just the Witch Doctor's Glimmer Cape saving him for now, but Slardar and Wraith King closing in, Bane right behind them, and it doesn't look like he's gonna have anyone to save him. Yep, now with that, and unfortunately the cast did not bounce, so it's gonna be a very dead Witch Doctor. But now, are they gonna be placing? I think yes. If CTR should place wards like in this area, just yeah, and they actually have one right there. But now Bane may have overstepped his boundaries, but he does have backup. But yeah, the OD is going for his Atos, but actually he's gonna die here unless Terrorblade wanted to be a good Samaritan and try to health swap him there.
Yeah, Lone Druid did actually pick up the Maelstrom. Yeah, he picked up the Maelstrom in the end. He decided to go for it. The Skyruff, yeah, look, like this Skyruff is just, yeah, he's just gonna keep getting. That's gonna happen throughout the game, and as later as it goes, the more burst damage that that CTR are gonna get, they're just gonna keep blowing up that Skyruff. Like he's very weak at the moment.
Yeah, the Skywrath Mage can be a very effective hero if you get lots of kills with him early, and that's what the hero is good at, is creating a lot of early pressure on the lanes, but they weren't able to do that, and that's why I think they really should have just camped it in the mid lane, because then you create tons of early pressure on the mid, and then Skywrath is worth it. You get your OD really far ahead, Silencer behind, and it pays off.
I think then we then have to say to CTR, you've actually done really well on the lanes then, because they weren't the aggro try. Like they couldn't put the Skyruff mid anymore because he needed to stay top and like try and get this Terrorblade farm, and it just didn't work. Like I said, like the Bane has more net worth than this Terrorblade. Like the Terrorblade at the moment is sitting on an Aquila and a band of Elven skin. Like he's very, very poor. Like he's gonna have to start just full out farming.
Is the second most farm team on Vendetta.
Yeah, it's just the Terrorblade's gonna have to just farm completely. Let his team go off. I mean, they've got the Glimmer Cape Witch Doctor out now. He's gonna start working on his eggs. I think what Vendetta need to do to win this game at this point is now just take smokes. I mean, if your Skyruff's gonna be constantly blown up, then don't let him be initiated on. You need to smoke up and initiate with him to get out all that burst damage. I mean, his ult and Witch Doctor ult and ODL or OD damage is going to do a lot, so they can definitely burst down someone. I think they just need to let the Terrorblade work and farm really. Otherwise, he's just not going to get anything. This is going to be
It doesn't look like the speed script's going to amount to anything. There's really no follow-up at all. In fact, it could just turn around on Bane. Although Slardar's coming in, he has his blink now, so gonna get the crush.
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
But now again, it doesn't look like. Yeah, in fact, it looks like Vendetta's just gonna turn this around. Maybe a little bit hasty on the OD ult, but I think Bane just kind of really overestimating himself. This OD has a Vit booster, and that's one of, if not the best, like value item to get. It gives so much health. So the OD is pretty tanky actually.
And I think the Terrorblade is actually misplaying this super badly at the moment. He shouldn't be doing this. He needs to be farming his jungle. That's what Terrorblade does. That's why he's an illusion here. He's like a Naga player. You have to build him like a split pusher, because otherwise he doesn't get any farm. All he's doing at the moment, he's going to be pushing bottom tower.
If he wants to do this, he needs to go like a drums build with max reflection, so he can contribute in team fights. And that's not even very optimal. I think he should be top lane right now, farming that, forcing people to rotate to him, and just trying to find these kills. Slardar on the sides waiting to blink, and OD in a perfect position to get blinked upon. Although Skywrath Mage might foil their efforts. And yeah, there's the global, but maybe a little bit early. Oh, OD's getting a little ahead of himself, but the Witch Doctor ult is ready, and now no global to cancel.
In zone, he's dead. Oh, what a nice Witch Doctor ult.
And a really good wall on top of it. And the and once again, the Wraith King just doesn't have mana. And finally, Skywrath Mage is going to be able to find something, and wow, yeah. So this Terrorblade see. I want to see when he got a double killer, I think, or did he not? Oh,
Yeah,
yes, he did.
I think
So I want
I
to
think
actually
they.
see how much damage the Terrorblade did, because he might be able he might be making it pay off. So yeah, on the graph, Terrorblade did the most damage on his team, barely, like 13 ahead of the Witch Doctor. I really think the Silencer needs to just wait with his ult. He needs to wait till the Witch Doctor is ulting, because right now this Witch Doctor ult is winning them the fights, and he's very, very, very close to an Aghanim Scepter, which is going to make it just that much harder.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go Roche as well, and I think CTR misplayed that like very heavily. The Slardar blinked in. He only got the OD, and then they used it like the the Silencer was had to use his ult to try and like save the Slardar, and from there they should have realized like our ult is down. Slardar is probably gonna die. Let's just back off. Let them take this tower. But they decided to go all in, and it did not work. Like they had all their ults up on the side of Vendetta, so I think it's a misplay at the moment. Obviously they're in front in the gold, but now it's made a massive swing back to Vendetta.
It's so
And I don't know.
close gold and XP wise. I mean, both under less than a 1k gold lead, and OD finishing his Rod of Atos now. So it's going to be so hard for this bear. Honestly, I think Atos is one of the best items in the game against Lone Druid. Like, the bear just struggles so hard. And now Terrorblade is, like, clawing his way up on net worth, sitting on top of 2k. Can finally finish, like, his Yasha, or Drums if he wants it, but he has the Elven Skin banned, so it's going to be a Yasha probably. And now Lone Druid could be in trouble. Rada Atos ready, Force Staff ready, and he's banished. So this looks like it could be a very dead Lone Druid. But then again...
Yeah, I think they're going to go for the bear first. Oh, he's...
dead Lone Druid. And that's so bad. I think it's important when your team when it's a game close like this, you can really kind of figure out how the game is going to go based on whose cores have the most space. And right now, I really appreciate this from Vendetta. They were really behind, especially the Terrorblade, but instead of being like, let's just play really scared, they were like, alright, let's get really aggressive. And actually CTR at the same time, they're like, alright, we're going to lose our Lone Druid, but let's take objectives.
I mean, I think Vendetta like have just been just being a bit more patient than CTR are. CTR are constantly trying to run into Vendetta. I mean, the Bane dying bot that didn't help them. They decided then after that Vendetta were just like, let's push now. They've just been throwing away really easy kills. That's why I think like the early game went pretty well for them. They got farm on the Lone Druid. They got decent levels and a bit of farm, more farm than the Terrorblade. But now they've just misplayed a few fights, and the Witch Doctors managed to get off really good ults. And yeah, I'm pretty scared for them at the moment because Terrorblade's starting to come back.
Not only that, like he's gonna have his Yasha soon, and because he just went and bought the ultimate orb, he's gonna have a Manta Spell right after. And alright, so there's the fear coming out. So that spell just, I think that spell actually helped Lone Druid. I think that's the whole reason he's back to being viable, is because now it's like he's not so easy to pick off. But
yeah,
the Witch Doctor is like 100 gold now from his axe.
Yeah.
And Terrorblade also going to have his Yasha soon, and it won't take long after that before he gets his Manta. Someone got banished. Who is the banished E? So the Bane, but now Terrorblade caught out of position a little bit. He has the Aegis, so if they blow all of their spells on him now, it could be...
Yeah, they have... Oh, they've used Silencer ult.
No Witch Doctor ult has come out yet either. But now it could be the OD in trouble. He's taking a lot of damage. But...
Oh, no.
Good
He's Vendetta.
Sunder. That Sunder was fantastic. Although he could still go down, but... same time.
Again, the Witch Doctor roll.
Yeah, this Witch Doctor just doing so much work. And now look at this Atos going to work. This OD not gonna quite find the kill. Actually, if the bear dies, the Druid will die.
Yeah, it's healing one.
Yep.
He has healing.
Although, and CTR lost their courier too. 3 heroes down, and I think a little bit of miss micro from the Lone Druid, losing his hero there, but looks like Slaughter wants to go in. I don't know what that will accomplish exactly. I think it'll slow down the push. And I think this Shadow Blade pickup from the Silencer was a really unwise choice. I think he could have got like a... I would have probably done something like an Orchid, or at least something more useful than that. And okay, baits out the Crush. Good cast comes out. It's not going to bounce though. And now Wraith King in trouble. No mana thanks to the OD ult, but just barely able to get mana back from his wand charges, I think. And now...
Oh, okay. He's going to ult himself. Oh, nice vacuum.
That's not going to matter
Wait.
in the end. So the OD will finally go down, and Terrorblade just off farming, closing in on his Yasha. And now they're going to lose the Witch Doctor too.
That healing, that voodoo restoration, done so much
Oh
there.
man, and the Wraith King dying again. Just not the start. This Wraith King had such a good start, and yeah, Moon Knight needs to just run away and just sacrifice the Skyrise Mage and just cut your losses because that. Personally, I mean, I love the hero. I think Skywrath is just a very cool hero, but it's just very
It
squishy.
needs to be initiating rather than being initiated on. Like if it gets initiated on, then it will die like very very fast. But I think the fight before to take the tier 2 mid, again they blew the silencer out and without waiting for the witch doctor, so they lost that fight. But then they just took like I think Vendetta have extended. I mean it's not too bad. They got the Wraith King. But yeah, they overextended. The OD is also far in front. The thing that I want to talk about at the moment is that Silencer at the moment is a very weird build at the moment. He's not building a silencer. He's building like this Viper kind of. It feels like he's playing Viper rather than Silencer. Like you get the mechanism and you get the Shadow Blade rather than getting like a Scythe or something.
I actually think Razor might have been a better choice for CTR, even over the Silencer, because you could do a build like this, like get the mech and SNY, be tanky, soak up all that Death Ward damage, and it will let them take these early fights. Because Lone Druid has a hard time in these early fights, and Wraith King does too. All things considered, he really wants to get 1 or 2 items, especially before he has a blink. But
Yeah.
but I mean that's just a draft thing, and it's not really. It's something to talk about, but it's not. It's all a what if kind of situation.
Yeah. Again, we have hindsight rather than, and they don't really. Like
Exactly.
they were just picking what they thought went well.
Right. Like it's easier to say from the out. It's easier on the outside looking in. And Silencer could be in trouble, but he has a TP, so he should be able to. Oh, he's just gonna Shadow Blade away, but you're not gonna be able to find him. So that Shadow Blade is gonna pay off in the end. But I would still really like to see him get like a Scythe, a Shiva's, a Yule's even would be pretty good. Toss up
Even
with
a
it. Like
even a Rod of
Rod
Atos.
yeah, would be
Yeah.
pretty good. Would be very helpful
Looks like
against the Darkseer, as the Darkseer does not have a blink.
Is the Wraith okay? So this Spirit Bear and this Lone Druid is not going to go Radiance this game. He's just going full out Molinar. He looks like he's also going AC at the moment.
I think he's
They're
going to
definitely
AC next, and then he'll probably go back for the Mjolnir, because he has 3 parts to the AC, only needs the recipe. And this is the right play from the Lone Druid. King Corette is definitely making the correct play. But at the same time, Vendetta are like, cool, we'll take an objective here too.
I think they wait for Roche, don't they, and then go.
I think
They just
the next Roshan is huge for either team. And I actually really like this medallion pickup from the Witch Doctor. He's like, alright, we're going to kill your bear fast. It's just good against everyone on CTR. They're a basically entirely physical damage team. And then it'll also help their team take Roche even faster. And Terrorblade has Manta style and 1 more creep. So
I mean they have Slaughter, they have Wraith King, they have Lone Druid. I mean, if he can get a Solar Crest, it will be really good versus the team. Just to put it on the Terrorblade, so he's got an extra bit of tank and harder to kill before he uses Thunder.
Oh yeah, because I think really how this game has gone, and I think MVP of this game has to be Drywater, the Witch Doctor player.
Yeah, 100%.
He's basically segued his team into like, all right, now Terrorblade's catching up, and once Terrorblade catches up, it's so hard to it's hard to stop that hero normally. It's even harder for CTR's draft to stop that hero.
Yeah, he's just also been very patient with his ult, waiting for the witch, like the silencer to use his, and then also this early Glimmer Cape pickup. It's just been wrecking them. They can't when he ults, they can't find him in the fight. Like he's just sitting there, full Death Ward off, and if he can use full Death Ward, you're definitely gonna lose a team fight. And a very against these melee heroes who, especially with the the OD has a Rod of Atus and stuff like that, and the Terrorblade has a slow, like. Like they're just kiting them, and the Witch Doctor's just benefiting off of it.
In trouble. Will they force him to use the global though? They know where he went, but now the Terrorblade looks like he's in trouble. They could commit the global here, but a good vacuum. So it actually looks like they're just going to try to maybe sacrifice their Slaughter. He might be able to find his way out, and Terrorblade actually disconnecting. So a pause at a very awkward time, as both these teams are kind of grouping up to fight each other. But I think if a fight breaks out here, just positionally speaking, it favors Vendetta.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, CTR just like split up.
And this Witch Doctor, he is silenced right now, was hit by Last Word, but can just Glimmer Cape and walk away. OD has BKB now, and that's the biggest item in this team fight, I think. Is the OD with his BKB ready. He needs to wait to pop it till after the global, and then suddenly it doesn't matter. Like, oh, you cancel our Witch Doctor ult, but now they would have no tools to deal with him. Especially because the Slardar is about to go down, so they can't amp damage him and just right click him through the BKB.
Yeah, I think, yeah, CTR have to just get out, cut their losses now, then defend uphill. They don't go for this.
This is going to be a very dangerous fight. The OD BKB is popped, and Silencer on the retreat. Terrorblade still very healthy, and now the Lone Druid gonna go down. OD just doing tons and tons of damage. Good wall, and now even just so much damage from this OD, and this Darkseer also playing very well. And I think one thing I do very much appreciate from SCTR, like, they shouldn't have gone for that, but they did not blow the global. So now they could feasibly defend high ground, although, then again, they are missing the Wraith King
Tired.
and the Lone Druid.
Yeah.
I mean, they have buyback on Bane and Slardar, so, I mean, they are missing, but it's going to be very hard to...
They're gonna chop through these towers. I think the Silencer learned, and he learned that he had to wait for the Witch Doctor ult.
And just, again, though, patience from Dry Water, just thinking, alright, no global, I'm not going to drop my ult, because he knows the second he does it, it's going to get cancelled.
Yeah, the second he drops his ult, he knows that Witch Doctor's just waiting for it as well, so he has to be patient as well.
So Vendetta going to make the safe plane back off, and Roshan is back, so going to be, I wonder, neither team knows that he's up. They should have an idea that he could be up, but... Oh, the Rod of Atos, but it doesn't look like anything's going to come, although Bane could be in trouble. Yeah, and that looks like a very, very dead Bane, blown up very quickly after his... But did the Witch Doctor ult come out? I swear I heard it. No, now
Yeah, he's just using it now. Oh,
the
God.
global does cancel it. Although, at the same time, OD BKB'd up and just chunking away at your Wraith King, although his ult finally gets to go off. Terrorblade in trouble, has Sunder, but he's going to find someone to use it on. He gets stunned up, but Slardar's right there. It could be the Sunder target, and he is, in fact, going to be the Sunder target. The OD goes down, but Terrorblade now back to full health.
If they kill this Terrorblade, if they kill Wraith King, it's GG, I think. Yeah.
If it's not GG, it's another lane. It's the lane of Rax.
Yeah,
and
Silence
it's
is just
the lane of Rax
as well.
and Roche. And I think this concussive shot's there, but are they going to pop it? I think if they want to kill Silencer, they have to pop concussive shot. And actually, this Skywrath Mage just got blown up by the tower. But Terrorblade going to be more than happy to just, you know, objective gaming, right-click away at these towers. Or these racks. So I don't know if it's going to be GG off that, but definitely a really costly fight for CTR. And I think
he owed the illusion. Bane owed the illusion.
It just kind of like sets the pace of everything. The rest of this game is going to like have the same kind of feeling as that fight did.
I think they try and get the racks here, then go back for the Roche once that OD and everyone's out.
He might go down. The malediction is on him. He has mechanism though, so he might barely get to survive thanks to the mech.
I mean, CTR are defending really. CTR, yeah, CTR are defending very well here, but the Rax is going to go down. I think you don't push anymore. You just go back and you go for the Roche, do you not? I guess the Bane's down for 20 seconds.
I think you could get the T3, and I mean the Terrorblade ult is cooled down now.
Like, leave on this. I think they're just gonna, yeah, I think they're just gonna try and leave, but they might pick up one here.
Yeah, just let your Witch Doctor die. You're not Courier run. Okay, so he actually has the Solar Crest now, and the Witch Doctor will pop, but that Solar Crest pickup is gonna be huge.
And it looks like they're already going for Roche. So yeah, pretty decent. I mean, they
should be able to just walk away, honestly. There's no Blink Dagger on the Wraith King, which I think was a bit of a mistake. I really think the Wraith King should have had the Blink. I think that would have been an extremely beneficial item to him. And
oh, Terrorblade, don't run into Roche. Don't run into Roche.
I wonder if he's just not afraid of that happening. The Lone Druid's top, has TP.
Slardar's coming in.
Slardar wants to do something with this and could get such a huge crush. This is going to be a 4-man crush. It is, and Roche very low. Wraith King back. Global Silence pot, but not before the OD BKB. So this looks like it could just be...
Oh, Bane ulti. Oh no, Terrorblade
has his ultimate, so if he finds someone to Sunder, and he does, he gets back to full very quickly. Awesome vacuum into the wall. and now the Wraith King popped just before his ult came up, and Silencer also going to go down. So this feels more like GG.
Yeah,
Like
definitely. I
it
mean,
was just
I think that's
starting.
the last hurrah. There was just like one last. Let's see if we can win this. They couldn't. I mean, they've got the Aegis now. I can't see a way back for CTR.
I think it was very well played from Kared, just saying, all right, I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to split push.
Yeah, he's played actually. I think out CTR he's played the best.
Yeah, I think he's definitely played extremely well, making sure he's always finding the farm. Like, his net worth is not that bad. He's 3-3-3, and he's getting his items. So this lone druid has played very well, and it's a hero I could see CTR picking up again. It just feels like the silencer didn't do what they needed it to. And I mean, I'm talking as if the game is over, but it really does feel as if.
It looks like they've gone a bit greedy. I mean, they had a lane with Slardar and Wraith King.
Yeah, if you look at the gold graph, how quickly it went from being a very even game to just massively in the favor of Vendetta is incredible.
Yeah, just how do you kill Terrorblade here?
Yeah, he has the Aegis, so he's coming back. A good vacuum, no wall though.
He has Sunder though, so it's like he has a. It feels like he is a Wraith King. He's always got 3 lives.
He's done very
Been
good
left.
thundering, although just so much right-click damage. This lone druid hits extremely hard. Like that AC just tearing down their armor, and Scarlet is gonna die here. But OD
Very good high ground defense so far.
No global silence yet. Are they gonna be able to stop this OD who might just kill your lone druid? But now his BKB is ended, so he's the one in trouble. So very, very good high ground defense from CTR right now. I think the critical mistake they made was they didn't have Witch Doctor, who honestly just been making these fights for them.
Yeah, I think they should have they also got split off. I mean, he was up here Terrorblade, and people were down here. It's just like they just got split off from each other.
Might just get solo by the Witch Doctor. Good Death Ward, and Aether Lens paying off.
This guy.
Aether Lens very, very good on Witch Doctor, but
this Drywater has definitely been the playmaker. He's definitely he's been winning the fights for Vendetta at the moment. I think they just, to be fair, I don't think they should be discouraged. I think they should just go 5 again uphill and just siege top with the Witch Doctor this time with the Death Ward. Like they shouldn't. I think.
But what do you think Silencer's next item is? He has no buyback.
I think you have to go int because otherwise the OD is just going to keep out inting you. So I think you need to go maybe Scythe. Scythe would be really good this game, especially versus like Witch Doctor. It's an extra Witch disable for Witch Doctor, Skywrath, even Darkseer who keeps getting off them amazing vacuums into ult. And also the most important thing, like scything the Terrorblade before you can get sundered off.
Right, because this Terrorblade is living for so long in these fights, and he almost has Scotty. He's 600 gold away from his Eye of Scotty. And he's going to be so hard to deal with once that happens. But this one,
yeah, he's gonna kite this like Wraith King pretty hard now with the yeah.
I'm just like I'm impressed with Vendetta's Witch Doctor, and I'm also extremely impressed with Kared playing the Lone Druid. He's done an amazing job this game, still sitting at the top of the net worth.
Yeah, I think the two best players on both teams, like he's known what to do. Like his team fights, he just goes split push lane. I mean, he's got 1 tower top, and like the racks are kind of exposed, which may lead if they fight again, he can take them. And then the Witch Doctor. Do I have to say anything? He's just been
on. He's just been on it, and just incredible patience from Drywater and Kared too. Just knowing like a lot of players in this situation will see their team losing a fight and be like, I have to go help. But Kared is like, I know if I go, I'll just die. So he knows,
yeah, there's no
I'm
point.
Gonna get objectives. I'm gonna farm. I'm gonna find items, and maybe get ahead enough that I can bring my team back into this game.
Yeah, he's known there's no point even fighting. He's just gonna die. So split push, get more farm. I mean, last fight he was just doing a lot of damage, obviously with that Molineer. Like, yeah, he may be their saving grace. I think that's just.
Oh, good Death Ward, and now Wraithing ult 2. Just again, really good play from Drywater, but he is gonna pop here. But I think it's worth it.
Got it cast
you
too.
hit the good wall and a good vacuum. In fact, he might actually be able to just get out of this alive. The
That
Wraith King
voodoo
is gonna be the one in
restoration.
trouble. Yeah, that spell is just so strong, and it's just smart play from Wraith King. Just but
Bro, Wraith King died.
did he pop? How did he pop?
It must have been an armlet toggle.
Just a poor
Armlet.
omelet toggle like to Maledict. Just did a creep.
Oh, these racks are gonna go.
And this looks like it's gonna be Megas. Terrorblade fully healthy now. Just
Which
chunking away at these towers.
he's gonna die for them. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he knows. He knows this is worth it.
Oh, I didn't get off the Thunder.
Oh, so unfortunate. And that melee rack sitting at 89 health.
Oh, the Witch just trying to go for it.
That was a valiant effort, and ultimately, again, I think just worth it for Vendetta. They forced the Slardar buyback, and Wraith King had to buy back as well. If they had killed Wraith King, there was no way CTR would have been able to come back into this. So if I just take a look at the gold graph, it's currently at 15k in favor of Vendetta, and I do think this game is basically ended. I mean, if Vendetta want, they can just AFK farm until Roshan comes back, and just death push, like suicide push that Rax.
I mean, the glyph is not going to come up for another practically 4 minutes, so I think they should just rush bot and then just take out the last racks. They can siege it. There's not going to be anything that CTR are going to do. Like that last fight, it went so well. The Witch Doctor again, Drywater just actually making the play, killing off the Silencer with Death Ward, and then surviving through the Wraith King. He had the Maledict on Wraith King, and Wraith King went to armlet toggle to get back his health, but the Maledict must have gone off and killed him.
It was just such good. I mean, this Darkseer and Witch Doctor have been playing extremely well and are able to pull off these. I mean, they might find a kill here. Good Nightmare, Bane.
Oh wait,
but now it could be turning around on them. They may have chased too far.
Too far.
That's what happens. Fidel is going to go down to the OD, who's sitting on top of 25 stolen intellect. And it looks like the Silencer is going to be able to get away, but Armora barely able to survive from the TP, so very, very good for them. And Lone Druid,
yeah.
Once again, just making the right call and just like, you know what? I'm going to push this. Dire do have their glyph up, though, so...
He's just going to go, oh, he's going to melt this unless they glyph.
He's going to tear these. And that's just the strength of Lone Druid, but at the same time...
Terrorblade's just going to go bot.
We're just going to go for your Rax. And he pops his Metamorphosis, pops his Manta.
Nothing they can do.
Yeah, mega creeps. And Terrorblade could die. Actually, he's probably going to kill the Silencer. Silencer has mega, but it's not going to be enough. And unfortunately, Fiend's Grip onto the creep. And now Bane in trouble. Skywrath Mage did die.
OD's going to go ham on the Lone Druid.
Finally take down the
Oh, in 2 seconds anyway.
I wonder if he's just going to drop it on the edge and make sure to find that kill. So Sunder's still available for Terrorblade. He might get ready to use it. Might try to find that Lone Druid. But Sunder's the Bane instead, and now Lone Druid could
drink water. Yeah, Drywater's coming. He doesn't care. He's gonna start solo ulting people again.
It's very tanky and good fear. Like Kared playing so well on this Lone Druid, and honestly, I think if I were Vendetta, I would ban it out next game.
Yeah, it was their saving grace, but it just didn't work out. Like they're too far behind. King Kared playing so well though.
And if I were CTR, I'd definitely ban out the Witch Doctor. Drywater played that hero just phenomenally well.
Yeah, you got to respect ban that. They're not giving up though. They're not calling a GG. They're going for it. They believe that they can take the fight.
But
yeah.
The thing is, if you don't have a male or a Radiance on your Lone Druid, it's really hard to defend against the Megas.
Oh, Lone Druid just fired by that.
Yeah, and the Terrorblade just comes back to make sure that they can seal off this game. And now it looks like Slardar's in trouble. No crush. Atos up. Just gonna get right clicked to death by DOD. This is gonna be GG. So really well played from Vendetta. What started out as an extremely back and forth game for the first roughly 30 minutes of that game were extremely close. So very fun game to watch. And I think CTR they did so well in the lanes, but were unable to just make that momentum into anything.
Like I just think like the lanes didn't go that well for Vendetta, and like the Terrorblade fell very hard, like far behind. But I guess the Witch Doctor going bottom, you know, he got a few kills on the bear. Like he helped out the Darkseer maybe get farming actually. And I was saying earlier that the Darkseer needed levels, but I guess he actually got farm as well as some levels. And then when the Witch Doctor rotated top, he got some kills there. So I think the rotations from the Witch Doctor really won him the game here. And
For
I think,
sure.
yeah, like the fantasy points tell it all. Like 19.7.
Just the Witch
But
Doctor just set the game up, and I mean, Wizard, the Skywrath player, had a pretty rough time, but his silencers were instrumental. There were so many fights where it was like Bane suddenly can't do anything, or even preventing the global in some cases. So, but like, honestly, I just think Drywater just played this game so well, and Zen Opaque, the Terrorblade, was very patient and managed to actually come back into the game pretty nicely. Whereas Outworld just played so well in mid, just 19 and 8, and was
yeah,
able
he
to. Witch Doctor carried them into the mid game, whereas Outworld and Darkseer just secured the mid game until Terrorblade became this unkillable
yeah
machine.
OD like he didn't have the most favorable lineups. I mean, Silencer does counter him in some ways, but he just had like such a good mid performance, and also, I said that the Skywrath was earlier, like, oh, what does the hero do in like if like CTR start snowballing, it's just going to be crushed. But they learn how to use it, and they initiated with it. They used it when going aggressive, like, and it worked for them.
It was just really good performance from Vendetta, but CTR definitely showing that they have a win in them, and I really look forward to see if they're going to be able to come back and rally together next game and pull out a win and tie up the series 1-1.
I think that's going to be it for me though. It's like 5 a.m. in the
Yeah,
UK,
I was
and
wondering about that actually.
yeah, but no, thanks for the cast,
Oh, no
man.
problem.